Rain pounded the forest like a drum, the kind of storm that made you feel the world was ending. 25 years ago, James Carver, a businessman with a suit sharper than a knife, carried his 3-year-old daughter, Emily, deeper into the woods. Her tiny body shivered in his arms, her legs useless since birth, a burden he couldn't carry anymore. "Daddy, it's cold," she whimpered, her voice barely cutting through the thunder. Emily's wide eyes trusted him completely, her small hands clinging to his neck. James's face was stone cold, unreadable. His company was on the verge of a deal that'd make him filthy rich, and his new girlfriend, Vanessa, with her high society charm, wanted no part of a disabled kid. Emily's medical bills were bleeding him dry. "She's too much," he muttered to himself, the storm swallowing his words. He found a clearing, a massive oak shielding some of the rain. James set Emily down, wrapping her in a thin blanket that did little against the chill. "Where's Daddy going?" she asked, her voice trembling with fear. "I'll be back, sweetheart," he lied, his throat tight. "Stay quiet, okay?" Emily nodded, tears spilling, promising to be a good girl. James turned and walked away, each step he earthier than the last. Her cries started soft, then desperate, but the rain drowned them out. By the time she was screaming, he was in his car, speeding toward the highway, convincing himself Emily Carver never existed. He'd burn her records, erase her photos. This was for his future a better one. Not far off, Clara Hayes, a nurse, was driving home from a late shift at a small hospital. The forest road was treacherous, but she knew every curve. A flash of lightning lit up something odd, a flicker of movement where nothing should be. Her gut screamed to stop. Grabbing a flashlight, Clara braved the storm, calling out into the dark. A faint sob guided her to the oak, where she found Emily, soaked and blue with cold. "Oh, honey," Clara gasped, kneeling beside the trembling child. "Daddy," Emily stuttered, teeth chattering. Clara wrapped her coat around the girl, lifting her gently. "You're safe now," she promised, her heart breaking as she carried Emily to her car. Fast forward 25 years, and Carver Tower loomed over the city, a monument to James Carver's billions. At 62, he had it all: money, political allies, and a reputation as a genius tycoon. Vanessa, now his wife, had given him a son, Michael, who was being groomed to inherit the empire. James was reviewing contracts in his penthouse office when his assistant knocked. "Mr. Carver, a Dr. Emily Hayes is here." No appointment, but she insists it's personal. James frowned. The name meant nothing. "What'd she want?" "Something about a charity," the assistant said. Annoyed but curious, James waved a hand. 5 minutes. The woman who entered moved with crutches, her steps deliberate but confident. Her tailored suit screamed success, her dark hair pulled back neatly. What struck James was her gaze, sharp, unyielding, and eerily familiar. "Mr. Carver, I'm Dr. Emily Hayes," she said, her voice steady. "I run the Forgotten Futures Foundation, helping sick and disabled kids abandoned by their families." James gestured to a chair, already bored. "You've got 4 minutes." Emily sat, unfazed. "We're launching a fundraising campaign, and we want leaders like you to back us." James smirked. "And why would I care?" Emily's lips curved slightly. "Because redemption is a powerful thing, Mr. Carver. Or should I say, Daddy?" The room seemed to freeze. James's pen clattered to the desk, his face draining of color. "That's impossible," he whispered. Emily's voice stayed calm, cutting like a blade. April 17th, 25 years ago. A forest outside town. A storm. A 3-year-old girl with bad legs, left under an oak tree. "Ring any bells?" James's hand shook as he reached for the security button. "I wouldn't," Emily warned. "The press would eat up the story of James Carver abandoning his disabled daughter to die. I have DNA tests, birth records he didn't fully erase, and my adoptive mother's account of finding me." James froze, his finger hovering. "What do you want?" "Money." Emily's laugh was bitter. "I'm a damn good doctor. I don't need your cash. I want justice for me and every kid discarded like trash." She slid a folder across the desk. "This contract says you'll donate Do 50 million to my foundation and make a public statement supporting us. Sign it, and your secret stays buried. James's voice was venom. This is blackmail. No, Emily corrected. It's consequences. You left me because I was broken, too hard to keep. The woman who saved me saw value in what you threw away. She worked double shifts for my surgeries, believed in me when you wouldn't. Standing, she leaned on her crutches. You've got until tomorrow. After that, I tell the world my story from abandoned kid to doctor, with every ugly detail. As she turned to leave, James choked out, How did you serve VYVE that night? Emily paused at the door, her eyes piercing. Strength you can't fathom and kindness from someone with a real heart. Oh, and I'm VYing dinner with Michael tonight. We connected on a DNA site. He's thrilled to meet his long-lost sister. The door clicked shut, Leah VYing James staring at the contract, his empire crumbling in his mind. 2 days later, a packed press conference buzzed with reporters. Emily stood at the podium, crutches hidden, gripping it for balance. I'm thrilled to announce Carver Industries as the first major donor to Forgotten Futures, with a $100 million pledge double our initial ask. Cameras flashed as James joined her, his face a mask of false sincerity. VYing learned the impact of disabilities on families, he read stiffly. I'm proud to support Dr. Hayes' work. Their handshake was a performance, but their whispers were raw. This doesn't square us, Emily hissed, smiling for the cameras. What more do you want? James growled, his grin strained. Your company, she murmured. Michael and I had a great dinner. He was horrified by your past and shocked to learn about the shares his mother left him. With his support, I control 48 fantram of voting power. James's grip tightened, his voice a snarl. That's impossible. Emily's smile turned genuine. No, father. That's justice. You left me in a forest to build this empire. Now I'll take it and use it to protect kids like me. The cameras kept rolling, capturing what looked like a heartwarming moment. Only they knew the truth. The abandoned had returned to claim everything. James's legacy, built on betrayal, would now serve the children he deemed worthless. As Emily met his gaze, she saw what she'd waited decades for fear. Justice didn't crash like a storm. It grew like a forest, silent and unstoppable, taking back what was hers. So what do you think? Was Emily right to blackmail her father for justice? Or did she go too far? Should James face public exposure for his crime? Or does his donation redeem him? And what about Michael? Should he side with his sister or his father? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if this story got you, and subscribe for more tales that make you question everything.